Morning, guys. I believe this is where we left off yesterday. You had your outliner showing over here with all of your components that you made. You had a few dimensions thrown on there so we could see that. And so now is step 2 of drawing your first year woods joinery project. So what we're going to do now is we're going to give these, right now it's 2-dimensional, right? We have 2 dimensions. Each piece is 3 inches wide, and then we have the various lengths, 11.5, 15 3/4, so on and so forth. What we need to do is give these 5 rectangles thickness now. So we're going to use our select tool. You can just hit the space bar if you haven't already, or you can click on it over here. Let's start up here with piece A. So we want to change this piece. In order to change any of our groups or components, all we have to do, hopefully you remember this already, all we have to do is double click it. So right now everything's closed. I double click here and now part A has been opened up so that I can make changes to it. Alright, so then we're going to give it thickness, we're going to hit push pull, which is P on the keyboard. Click that surface, that face, and we're going to pull it up. And then we're going to type 1 space and a quarter. So 1 space 1/4. Hopefully you see that in the bottom, right down there. There we go. Bottom right of your screen. So then we just hit enter. Alright, done. The only thing that we're going to also do is I'm going to show you guys how to add a label to each part. So we go to over here, this rectangle tool, we click here once and we get all these options. And it's a weird place to put it, but then we have this option down here which is 3D text. We're going to click on 3D text and we're just going to type a capital A in there in the text window. And we want the text filled, that's fine. We do not want to extrude the text. We don't want the text to have a thickness. And we know that from here to here, that is 3 inches. So let's have the height of this A be 2 inches. Looks good, and put it somewhere on the face in the center. Go ahead and leave that all grouped together. Space bar to get the select tool, and click outside of this part A, this component that we're changing, to close it. And there we go. We're going to do the same to B, so we're going to double click, hit P on the keyboard for push pull, and we're going to pull this to the exact same thickness. So we're going to do 1 space 1/1/4 and enter. And then we're going to add 3D text. And now this is part B, so let's put a capital B. Everything else should be the same. It saved what my preferences were there. And we'll get that somewhere in the middle. Space bar, click outside, and close it. And now for part C, we want to pull it down. So you can stay up here on top if you want, or you can orbit to look at the bottom of it. Double click that, hit P on the keyboard, and we're going to push pull it down, space 1 and 1/4, and enter. And then we're going to throw, oops, got the wrong one, the 3D text on again, capital C. Spacebar, click outside, close it. So now we have A, B, and C done. Double click on D, hit P for push pull. 1 space 1/4, enter. 3D text. And then spacebar for the select tool, click outside of that part to close it. So now A, B, C, and D are done. And we have 1 left. So we're going to double click this. P for push pull. We can pull it up this time. 1 space 1/4. Enter. Get our 3D text. And this is part E. So capital E. Spacebar. Click outside to close it. Alright. And now the next thing we want to do is throw some dimensions on here. This should be quick and easy for you. All we need to do is show our thicknesses. So we click on that, and then what I'd like you to do is right click on that And then for text position, you can select either outside start or outside end. It doesn't matter. So if I click outside start, it just moves it out. If you did choose outside end, it moves it to the other side. Doesn't really matter. But then the text doesn't have to be smushed in the middle of our arrow so that it's easier to see. So A is done. Do the same thing. D's done. There's B done. A, B, C, and D are done. Now we just have to do E. Should probably put that out here maybe. That's fine. And repeat everything that we did. Don't like that, so I'm going to put it on the bottom. There we go. Alright, so now we have 3 dimensions basically on everything. And we want to turn this in. So go ahead and save this. Maybe, yeah, hopefully you saved it before just to get in good habits, but I forgot. So we'll save it now. And then again, I want you to click on this to have your outliner showing. That's this right here. And the entity info, okay, just in case. Have all these showing. And then we are going to take a screenshot again. So we're going to go down here and start typing in Snip. Open up the Snip tool. And I did kind of fly through this yesterday, so I want to slow down a little bit today. In what kind of snip you're taking, you can change it. Freeform means you can actually just draw a circle. You can draw any shape you want. Window takes the full window. Full screen takes the full screen. I just like the rectangle tool. So I'm going to hit New, and that means I can then drag a rectangle. And I'm going to drag my rectangle over the picture and over here the outliner that you see on the right hand side of this image. Okay? And they informed me yesterday that you guys didn't look different. You don't have the file up here. You just had this like hard disk thing looking over here. Floppy disk thing over here. Click on that and that will let you save as. For me, I've got to go up here to do it to save as. Put it in your downloads again. Change it so that at least your name is there somewhere. Save that. Close your Snip tool and then submit that screenshot that we just took to your Google Classroom assignment for today. And then you will be all set. All right, thank you.